Hey everyone, I'm Garrison and welcome back to the channel. So today, finally, I'll be doing my full-on first listen and review to B.I.'s half album called Cosmos. Now, I know it's been quite some time since he dropped this alongside, of course, his title track Cosmos back in November of last year in 2021. Yes, I'm still getting used to this new year of 2022, of course, and I know y'all have been waiting for this. It was either, do a listening party or do a full-on review, and it seemed like you guys wanted a full-on review, and I really wanted to find the time to give a proper full-on review, with the actual standard setup and audio setup and such. So now here we are. So with that being said, let's just get into it now, shall we? Alright, so this first track is called Alive, and I still remember checking out that video that day when he dropped Cosmos Message Film 1, Keep the Fire Alive, if I recall correctly. And in that particular one, beforehand, I didn't even know that he came through with two songs, Alive here and Flame, and it sounded so cohesive, both songs together, to the point where it sounded like one whole song. And I got that immediately feeling that this album could be that cohesive, if anything, just similarly to his Waterfall album that was very cohesive with it in terms of the track listing and stuff. So with that being said, I'm seeing B.I. and Patty, of course, working together on this track. Let's just get into it. Let me up the volume here. Love the piano work, the strings there in the back. Oh. Whoa. Oh. Wow, the lyricism in this song right from the jump. I grease my soul to find the meaning. Hey. Soon as I cross the line. Life is a noir. Oh yeah. Woo. This was nearing the ending, or like the halfway point of the Cosmos Message Film into Flame, of course. Love the drum kit work in this, to the piano, of course. Yep, it's there. Still a bit more. Okay, so now from what I can recall correctly is there was like some quote brought up in the description for that particular Cosmos Message Film for Alive, and then a description for Flame. And for Alive, I remember some sort of like monotonous voyage or journey, and then something about more hardships I suffer, the more my heart beats. And now I'm getting the bigger picture of this, because keep in mind, guys, when I first checked out that Cosmos message film, I checked it out as soon as possible, to the point where there weren't any English captions and subtitles for me to get a understanding and better grasp of the overall message and meaning that BI himself is trying to convey in the song, of course. But now that I'm hearing and seeing how the lyrics are being played out by him, man, oh man, he really touches part on just the true and cruel, real things in life. And in a way, somehow showing appreciation of sort of being constricted and trapped. And you guys may not feel the same way about this, but I'm just going to say it right away. The way I think why he's sort of pointing out this, of showing appreciation of being trapped and constricted, is that when it helped him keep pushing on and pushing forward, and eventually breaking through and feeling that sense of freedom. And he has talked a lot about society and such. I've covered this in the past before. And that's what I pretty much get from it, is that, hey, I appreciate even the bad moments, such as being constricted of freedom and such, because it allowed me to push on and push forward and really have a breakthrough moment to really feel and sense that ultimate kind of freedom and release, and to go on into the joys of life. And if anything, we may see hardships as totally negative things in our life, but in a way, when we go through those hardships and problems and things that we've done, we do learn from our mistakes, and we do grow more as a person. So that is why I truly feel like he's showing that sense of, hey, I'm thankful for even those moments where I felt constricted, because eventually I truly realized, at some point, like, who I am as more as a person, and also that sense of release and freedom in life, that free-spiritedness and such. So I'm gonna bring it back, honestly, all the way to the beginning, and point out some lines that truly stuck out to me the most in this song called Alive. And it really reminds me of sort of like Waterfall, pretty much. That track, I believe that was the very first track for his Waterfall album. And it was just so powerful with it in terms of lyrics, and also really showcasing his rap skills so well in terms of delivery, flow, and also approach. And the brief break in this was just, love how it plays with us, and I'm going to point that out as well. So let's just get back into it though now. So I got a sense if that's strings that I'm hearing on earlier on at the start here, but essentially what I'm hearing here is a piano, of course, some piano chords, maybe a xylophone, some sort of percussion instrument. Yes, so this must be a string instrument. It's just not, this string instrument is not utilized throughout the entirety of this song, but just the beginning here to really set the tone and mood. It's not any means done in an eerie manner, but sort of like a sorrowful kind of manner. The strings here, whether it's a multiple kinds of violins being done here, or just one, you know, set of strings, different set of strings. I don't know, but I sense it there. It's in the back. And then we get into these turn discs and like these drum kits. Woo. Madness is driving force behind me. It makes me realize that I'm alive. And immediately, that's what I felt right here. I mean, I didn't get a sense of it until later on, but this makes so much sense, right? Madness is driving force behind me. It makes me realize that I'm alive. Okay, and all, if, you know, if nothing's pushing him, if madness is not pushing him and all that built up frustration and stuff, then ultimately it wouldn't make sense at all to not have even those feelings at some point when, you know, you're being stopped in your tracks, you're being constricted and such. And that's how I sort of feel about this on the second listen here. But a footless bird, to feel freedom, you have to lose everything you have. That breathe there, that he did that purposely, you know. I know he doesn't like run out of breath like that quickly, but that was just like very nice there. Like, guys, let's pay attention to details. It's just the littlest of details truly makes great nuances in all of his masterpieces, such as Alive here, right? Right there. So far, all the choices in life scenarios, there's no error except for one or two. I designed it from, okay. My heart is crossing the tropical night Pacific. I'm a pine. Okay, obviously there's some lost in translation. I need to understand who is Jung Dae Man, referencing to some individual. If you guys know who Jung Dae Man is, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna search up who Jung Dae Man is, assumingly it's someone doesn't know how to give up. Stimulation circulates through inspiration. I'm racing endlessly and the wind is covering me. This was one of the powerful lines that stood out to me. I don't know where I'm coming from and where I'm going. I grease my soul to find the meaning. Oh my goodness. He essentially, what he's really talking about is like, hey, even though I don't know where I'm going and I don't have like a set destination and I don't know, like, everything's so muddy and unclear and stuff, hey, I'm gonna go through what I need to do to really get to there, to truly find the meaning in my life and stuff. The hook to this song is super catchy, easy to sing along to, am I right? I feel alive when I'm out of breath. I feel alive. I'm alive. Still alive. So I'm gonna have to figure out who An Hyo-min is. If you're not going to help, just close your mouth. Anonymity is the weapon of the ignorant. Anonymity. Hold up. I'm on 6 hours of sleep today, guys. Anonymity. Yes. Sorry, guys. Is the weapon of the ignorant. objectification of subjective thoughts, huh? I mean, pretty much, if you have nothing good to say, don't say it. If you're not gonna help, okay, just literally get out of my way. That, oh, and then that pause there, oh, that truly got me, like one of my favorite breaks in the song. And like right here too, and near the end there, all I want is a sense of freedom, right? I mean, pretty much life is a noir, considering how cold it is out there. But every time when he says, I feel alive, even when I'm out of breath, I feel alive, I'm still alive. It's that fighting passion that I feel and sense in his delivery that is connected to these lyrics, and that is powerful, just truly powerful. Just from the trap sounds or the drum kits to the piano. What a song to kick off this first listen and review to his album. But let's just get into the next B-side now, shall we? All right, so this next song is called 19, and B.I. and Saint Leonard worked together on this track, and of course, still continuing with B.I.'s lyrics done by him, simply like that, as always, as expected and all. But for this one, if I recall correctly, it was in that Cosmos Message film too, and it was something about age 19, wanting to be at the age of 19, like turn 20 now, and something like that, and wanting to reminisce of those good times where I don't have to go through adulthood and do adult things and just live life without the pressures of society and the tasks that are demanding to you in life and such. So I'm going to see how it plays out in terms of the lyrics and overall song and such. So let's just get into it. Love that hi-hat work. Honestly, it's not too loud in the back there. Youth is who am I? Oh, whoa. Now this is a part that I didn't hear in that Cosmos Message film. My heart is still 19 years old. Ooh. Love the ooze in this. Ah. Oh. True. Talking about trends, talking about adapting. Huh. Hey, you can completely feel B.I.'s influence on this song as well. I don't want to be a poor adult. People like to evaluate. Ooh. This song feels, as much as it feels quite angsty, it does provide that sense of I wouldn't say sense, but that feeling of reminiscent of those good times. And like he says here, not feeling ready enough to tackle just everyday life things as an adult and stuff. I mean, honestly, let's be real here. I'm pretty sure most of us can agree that once we hit age 18, we didn't feel like adults when, we still wanted to, do kid things, play around and stuff, and still enjoy life and not having to deal with anything. And if anything, I'm pretty sure all of us didn't feel like adults at the time, and still into 19 and even 20, but 20 is truly a significant number, as much as 30, 60, 100 and all. And there's huge change of gaining access to things and doing things that you're allowed to do, and more responsibilities to take up, of course. But yeah, and I feel like, if anything, that range, like from 18 to 20, is that sort of on the fence kind of feeling. What am I gonna do in life? What job am I gonna take up? What school am I gonna go to, and such, more so of those things. But yet he doesn't tackle those things about stuff. I just simply want to live life. I want to go back on the good old days, and I don't want to be simply a poor adult, because let's be real here, like, sure, you can get a part-time job, a minimum wage job, hence minimum wage. Like, you're gonna be a poor adult. You gotta work your way up to more education, that's better job that pays more and stuff, or just working up in general to not be a poor adult and stuff. But yeah, just the responsibilities that you have to take up and such, and that's what I feel in this song. But I like how lighthearted feeling this song is, and quite fun with it and playful with it sounding. 19 truly is. But let's just get back into it, because I want to go through these lines again that he puts out in this song. Leave me alone. Sensitive mode is on these days. If you don't like my heart, we can't talk. Here's the thing that I don't understand about pretty much a lot of those people. Like, hey, don't be so sensitive. Why you're being so sensitive? Like, come on. Like, I'm allowed to, like, I hate it when people truly call us out, or at least I am not sure about you guys, call me out for, like, being sensitive or whatnot. Like, just leave me alone. Let me be, okay? If I want to cry, I want to cry. If I want some alone time, I want some alone time. If I feel you know, hurt by what you said or what you did, then just, you know, it is what it is. But don't call me sensitive, okay? It's nothing. There's nothing wrong with being sensitive or emotional, guys. And don't let anyone naysay you of being sensitive and such. It's okay to feel those feelings and all. And that's what I get from that line there. Okay, right here, immediately right here. I want to be free. I want to be free every day. Yes, of course it can't last forever, but I want to remain the same. I don't want to change as I grow older and all. I still want to do the fun things in life. I still want to be free. I don't want to, like, for example, deal with taxes and all that nonsense. I love the guitar work in this, to the hi-hats. I'm just going to be a bird. I'm going to be thrown in the clouds. And if you guys think of those times where whether it's in shows or in real life, you've seen like a bird who's grown up and stuff eventually is able to fly with the whole family and the mother and such, the mama bird. But I feel like I'm literally being thrown in the clouds into society. Like, here we go out and do your thing, you know. And it's crazy, you know. It's kind of overwhelming to be like put out into society, like, oh my goodness, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, with all these responsibilities. I don't want to be responsible for anything. I don't want to be deep in front of love. Like, there are some of us out here, it's like, okay, I don't want to be like committed in a relationship. I don't want to be responsible for anything, because all these things at the end of the day require a lot of responsibility, takes a lot of time, takes a lot of effort, and takes quite a bit of money. And that's what he points out in different sides, right? I don't want to be a poor adult. I don't want to be deep in front of love, and I don't want to be responsible for anything. And I like how he points out multiple sides of adulthood, I should say. And when you turn 19, 20, yada yada yada. Yes, when you turn 20, but my heart is still 19 years old. 19 years old, exactly. This is the other lines here that really got me. Give me some Advil. I love how playful it was that in terms of delivery. And then these days, humans are more like machines. His vitality is disappearing. So of course, there's some loss in translation, but I do understand about this. Like, on the daily, working on a time schedule, you know, rise and shine and grind and all that, 9 to 5 or whatever you gotta do in the daily routine and a cycle. So that's what I get from his whole humans are like machines line. But this line here, the times and cultures keep changing and can't adapt to the trend. People don't know how to accept the difference. They bother me, okay? Like, here's the thing. First of all, with the whole trend thing, like, you know how we talk about trends, like, oh, this is trending. What is the saying this year? And, you know, what is the trend for this year of 2020? It's like, I get where he's coming from. Like, do I really have to follow this trend? Do I have to adapt to this trend? Is it necessary? Like, at times we can all, I'm pretty sure all of us can agree there's just some trends are ridiculous and such, and then of course trends that are incredibly that doesn't need everyone to follow, but like sort of like the trend of utilizing retro genres in K-pop is a good thing. But then there's like trends that are nonsensical, hint hint nudge nudge, found on TikTok or whatever. Woo. Youth is who I am. Who am I? Yeah, that's what I get from those lines. I don't want to be a poor adult. My heart is still 19 years old. Yeah, pretty much it. But the oh my goodness, sorry guys. I am still, like I said, not a huge amount of sleep right now for this review, but real love the ooh and stuff, and into I'm not ready yet and all. And in a way, this is a lot of pretty relatable, I'm pretty sure, to most all of us with this song and the meaning and message behind this song. But let's just get into the next B-side now. Alright, so this next track is called Nerd featuring Colde. Now, as some of y'all may already know, I've been wanting to see B.I. work with Colde himself, and now here we are. Two beautiful voices, and honestly geniuses in my opinion, as I vibe with B.I.'s songs so much and his artistry equally as much as Colde as well. But before we dive into this, I'm seeing Sihwang and Millennium, who have worked with B.I. on the title track and in the past before. Title track is in Cosmos, sorry, for this era and such. But with that being said, let's get it. Already loving the start to this. Already loving what I'm hearing. Whoa! I didn't expect it to pick up like this. Oh, I'm getting a bit of chills here, not gonna lie. Oh, love Colde here. But pretty much what I'm getting here.
But I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd, nerd, nerd. I'm a nerd. Oh. Yeah, yeah.
It's some sort of unrequited love story, a one-sided love story pretty much. And just the tempo to this song, I love how it's not slow. It's quite upbeat, but an overall mood and a half, quite atmospheric with it. And almost dreamlike. Oh, wow. This instrumental break though, with these electronic drum kits to the synthesizer work or keyboard work.
I'm a nerd, nerd, nerd. I'm a nerd. Oh. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Wow, guys. Totally what I wasn't expecting. If I recall correctly, in the Cosmos Message film, like, Nerd wasn't played like heavily throughout that because there was like more than just 2 tracks within that one. But Nerd here, I'm like, okay, we're getting in the mood here with, you know, BI. Next thing you know, it starts picking up. It doesn't take time, you know, it's very straight to the point. And then once we get into some of Colde in this, who works his vocals in the chorus, I'm like, wow, this is like literally 2 voices, like a match made in heaven almost, right? This is like, I can't get over how their voices complement each other so well. Like, from Cold's smooth but like buttery like voice and vocals to BI's delivery, not only in that whole "'cause I'm a nerd," but in the other parts as well. Like, the melodies in this, I mean, so far, I've been enjoying all the melodies that I've been hearing in this album, guys, seriously. But yeah, I feel like that it is talking about some sort of one-sided love story, where I'm like, at some moments I'm like, aw, but then when it's like the tempo to it is just so, it's not like super upbeat, but it's quite upbeat with it. Let me just go back in here and listen to some more and break down parts that I need to listen to more. So let's just do that. Bit of like static, miscellaneous sounds in the back with there. And then once he jumps on the track, BI here right from the get-go, it's like, whoo, here we go. Oh my goodness. It's like, okay, I mess with this. And he goes here, how should I pronounce you? Yes, you're a distant love to me somewhere. And that's what I feel about this overall soundscape to the song. It's very atmospheric. It feels very distant with it, you know. It sounds like, you know, BI and Colde are in the distance in outer space or something like that. And it really touches upon that, you know, the whole one-sided love thing. Should I call it a flame that never goes out? Maybe I'm drunk right now. Like, am I truly in love with you? And is my passion and that flame and fire in my heart, you know, still gravitated towards you? Or am I simply in an illusion and drunk drunk right now that I'm not actually loving you? I might be mistaken. I don't know, you know. Either way, sentences that you talk to yourself and listen to by yourself. The bloody bitterness and suffocating dizziness, the loot left by one-sided feelings. Ooh. I'm muttering, you don't have to know that you're in my heart. So some sort of like vocoders. I mean, I think like, I would say synthesizers. Oh, not vocoders at all, actually. And it's just essentially just a looping of some light trap percussion, like hi-hats, and I would say, yeah, trap percussion.
I'm a nerd, nerd.
And I love how there's like the brief pauses here in the song, where like a slow down kind of movement to the song where yeah goes, but I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd. Like it's, and then it really hits down to me. I'm like, oh my goodness.
I'm a nerd. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. 도둑 같은 마음. 나 혼자.
Literally poetry to my eyes and ears. I'm the only one who thinks I'm a thief. Truth is always discord. But what got me most was the stars line, which I'm assuming is later on in the song, and I did not miss it. Life is already based on excitement. Today, 1,000 stars are shining differently. Oh my goodness, everyone. This was the line that really got me the most. So I think like Colde's parts are pretty much in part of the chorus to the song, and then it leaps on to BI. I can't look into your eyes across the melting point and freezing point. And just some like, I don't know, like a ticking of a timer, and it goes off, and then it goes whoo. This whole like explosion of like, how should I put it? You know, it's like an explosion of colors, and like it feels like I'm in the atmosphere floating around. I'm like, oh my goodness, that's what I'm saying. How like dreamlike and all and atmospheric it feels like. So those I forget those type of synthesizers. I'm gonna have to figure out on my own time, but there's synthesizers here, and there are great amount of drum kit usage in this part. The electric drums, and which is usually used in retro genres. Right there. So far, one of my top favorite B-sides on this half album, guys. Brilliant, so brilliant. BI just keeps on doing it and all. But hey, let's just get into the next track now. All right, so this next track here is called Lover, and he worked with Patty and Neon for this particular one. Now, if I recall correctly, this was one of the songs that was previewed in his message film and such. And for that one, the description for it was something about a hot love, you know, and this significant other one, a girlfriend of some sort that, you know, they are so extremely in love to the point that they're willing to do anything, literally anything. And it could be like, you know, all in all, a dangerous relationship and all, and doing crazy things and such. So let's just get into it. Oh. Hmm. Love the muted drum kit, like work in the back there.
My lover, lover, lover.
Ooh.
You shut me down, bang, bang. Bang, bang. 서로 마시고 취하네. Oh, honey. 자극적이야. Oh my god, yeah, yeah. Huh. B's for beyond. 원더를 원고고 하고 그냥. Me and my girlfriend 만들어 놓은 스토리. 도시 답이 없어 떠나자. 둘만을 위한 꿈의 유토피아.
Tell him.
Mamma mia, when I see you, 세상의 싱글러리야.
Ooh. That Bonnie and Clyde reference. Oh, that 808 bass and hi-hats.
You shot me down, bang bang. Bang bang.
Bang bang. Those ad-libs though.
Oh honey, 자극적이야. Oh my god, yeah. 신도 못 막아. 도망가자. 우릴 닮기에 지구는
That like squeaking going on there.
Oh honey, 자극적이야. Oh my god. Oh, 넌 날 버리자 상이야.
Okay.
별이자 밤이야.
Okay.
죄를 짓고 법을 어기자 전부 다 우리 세상이야. 사랑은 광기와 구분도 안 되잖아. 미친 건 우리가 아닐 거야. 시험하려 하는 모든 시련 속에서도 ain't nobody can stop me now, stop me now.
Oh man, what a song that I'm hearing right now.
You shot me down, bang bang.
But this all in all makes me wonder if this guy, my man's BI, like, has a girlfriend in real life right now. Because if he truly does right now, oh, 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 ooh.
Oh my god.
Wow. What a great mixture of like trap elements and R&B as well, you know, nearing the end of the song, that drastic switch up to the song to conclude Lover here. Yeah, that's what I felt like. His hot relationship, it is so hot to the point where, hey, they like, you know, Bonnie and Clyde willing to do anything together to, you know, I wouldn't say necessarily get his way and stuff like that, but like literally doing anything for the significant other one or his girlfriend, quote unquote. But so far, one of my top favorite B-sides, man, at the end of this first listen, it's going to be difficult for me to have an exact favorite at this moment, not going to lie. Considering the lyricism that I'm hearing throughout this album and the cohesiveness of this album and how everything works in conjunction and the, of course, the layout of these tracks for this half album. But Lover here, I'm going to have to listen to it again because there's just more beneath the eye. You know, the lyrics really hit me in this, especially in his rap parts. And I love the ad-libs here, the lover, the bang bang, the additional like bang bang.
My lover. You shot me.
If anything, I forget that, like, it's been a while. There's like this, yeah, is it? It's Bonnie and Clyde or some other song by Dean, and there's like this squeaking sampling that's going back and forth. It kind of reminds me of that sort of sample, but more so in a light way. It's not too loud and all. I really like it. It's quite addictive, I gotta admit, or I should say satisfying. Bang bang. So cute. Ooh. This went hard. He went hard in the paint with this right here. When it picks up here, B is for BI 131, and he says is noble and noble. Me and my girlfriend make new history. There's no answer to the city. Let's go. Utopia of dreams. Just the two of us. No one can take us down. You know, our love is strong. It's powerful. We are making history together and all. And I feel like now at this point, Mamma Mia is talking about this girlfriend, the significant other one. When I see you, the whole world is singing hallelujah or Gloria. Gloria, phobia. I like, man, the amount of like, I wouldn't say amount, but like the rhyme scheme that he does in his songs. There's no tomorrow, run to the end of the world, ride or die, Bonnie and Clyde. See, Gloria, phobia. Who's blocking us? Who's catching us? If it's not me, who knows you? That doo-doo-doo, that doo-doo-doo, how it's done like that 808 bass with those trap sounds like the hi-hats. So well done. Woo. You shot me down, bang bang, bang bang. Every time. And then as we progress later on this song, oh, right here. You're my punishment and my prize. It's a star and night in the sky. Let's sin and break the law. Yeah. If anything, all his lines are just, you know, concluding and alluding to one whole point and message. Because I feel like, I don't know, some of us have just gone through like significant other ones where like, I'm willing to do anything for you now, no matter what, to make this work. It's ultimately fight for our love. Even with the extra stop me now, the ad-lib there, like so good. That vocoder effect of some sort, or a vocal effect, or the sampling done, which I hear not often in K-pop songs or in the K-pop world or spectrum and stuff, and it's interesting hearing it quite heavily in this song. Okay, I want to progress that part near the end. That makes me pretty much go crazy. Very grungy with it, just the drum kit work, the breakdown with that. It's like a guitar, I don't know. It's like just how it's done in a thudding manner, and then the hi-hats, like the drum kit usage, and then you're the answer to all my questions, beautiful like a flame, but dangerous at the same time. You know, just like fireworks. Fireworks are beautiful to watch, guys, but they are dangerous at the same time if you're not careful, right?
너처럼 아름답지만 danger 날 멈출 수 있는 유일한 heartbreak.
The only heartbreaker that can ruin me, fake love, pretentious fakes of funny and fake.
우습지 가짜들의 가식적인 fake love. My angel.
Literally serenading us or this other significant other one.
Oh my god.
Lover. What a masterpiece again by B.I. But I believe we are nearing the end of this album, and we'll just get into the next track and then so on and so forth and then wrap things up. So let's just do that. So this next track is called Flame, and then we got a bonus track, I believe, after this. And as some of you may know, when we got into Flame for Cosmos Message Film 1, I went literally crazy, and I'm not even surprised after listening to this song as a whole will end up being the favorite B-side for this particular half album. So let's get it. Just those icy synthesizers. Everything about those synthesizers. They just go hard. Hey. Everyone wants money, yeah. Woo. Oh. These drum kits. Flame in my eyes. Hot temperature. Oh, hold up. Slightly different here. Ooh, hold up. Hey, tell him. Oh. Wow. Love the overall hook to this song, but all in all, this is straight fire. This part. Man, it's just so mind-blowing to hear the parts that I didn't hear in Cosmos Message Film 1, right? Just that rap alone where it's like, you know, haters gonna hate. Like, he really takes on this whole approach. Like, haters gonna hate, like, screw it, you know, screw you, like, I don't care. This like burning passion that you hear in his delivery is pretty much the essence to this song, being passionate and fighting and, you know, going through the thick and thin of things in life and powering it through like no tomorrow and all. But wow, how he chopped it up in his delivery and flow during his rap sections in this song to just the emphasis on some lines in this song. Ooh, got me going crazy. But we're gonna have to dive back into this. I think, I don't know, it's just so hard. I love the other tracks, but I love Flame too, guys. Oh my goodness. No, I wanna hear that. Those icy synthesizers again.
I'm on my way. 나가지 자롭고 고고하게. Trust my fate. Never gonna break my faith.
Trust my fate. Never gonna break my faith.
부딪히고 부서져 살아있음을 느껴. 어차피 내게 주어진 내 life is game. chitty bang bang.
And it works with Alive here. Ultimately, you have to bump into each other to feel alive. Anyways, this life is this game pretty much that's given to me with all these challenges and hardships. Everyone wants money or fame, but that doesn't matter to me. Ooh, tell him, B.I. Tell him. Purple Rain. Oh, that emphasis. See what I'm saying with the emphasis to do that brief break and pause in the song, like not once but like twice there. Really good, really good, really good. Main character. Like a dinosaur. This is the part that makes me go so crazy. I believe it's his verse 2. Ooh. Okay, hold up. Different level of energy. Like, my man's on beast mode right now. The more it wears out, the more new it gets. Thanks to my fire, like, and then there's those brief breaks and pauses that are gonna happen here. It's hard to handle. This is like, my man's literally spitting it right here. Got a lot of enemy. Too weird to live, too rare to die. Oh my goodness. I leave the chessboard made by God if all my pastimes were appetizers. Like, okay, it's just another day, another event in my life. They're just like simply appetizers, and my man's literally eating everything beyond these appetizers. He's pushing forward. He pushes it himself. Now every moment, make it right. 2 feet that move without hesitation, depression, and anxiety in my head. And that ultimately is a favorable kind of mindset and mental that we all desire and would like in some point in our lives, is just, just being courageous, not being self-conscious, going on in life, and not having to deal with these difficulties such as anxiety, depression, and hesitation. And I, for one, I could say myself, have been through pretty much all these things, and some of these things still to this day, such as anxiety, of course. But if you have that kind of mentality, you could have that mentality and mindset where, like, I can do anything, and you could go crazy with it and do anything and all. But right here, I can't stop my glorious moment. Hate's gonna hate. Still dissatisfied. Like, screw you, Like, honestly, like, it just, I don't care, man. My inspiration is full of freshness, and then it continues. Love the outro to this. Not just once, but twice there. I actually went to the very last one there, but Flame, one of my top favorite tracks. But with that being said, let's just get into the bonus track, and then I'll wrap things up for this first listen / full-on review to BI's half album, of course. So let's just go do that now. So this final track to wrap up this album, and incredible first listen and all in my review for this album, called Cosmos, I should say, half album by BI. It is called Buddy Buddy, and it is meant to be on the CD, yet I see it available on Spotify as well. So I'm so grateful for that, but let's just get into it. Whoa. 혹시 내가 부담을 줬다면은 그건 미안해요. 이 한마디를 수백 수천 번 연습해서 친구예요. 사실대로 말하면 사심이 없다는 건 그건 거짓말이겠죠. 근데 부담 주기 싫어서 친구로 지내자는 속 보이는 말을 해요. 지금 번호를 묻는다면 실례인 걸까? 근데 지금 아니라면 안 될 것 같아. 네 입가에 번진 Love the snapping.
꽤 뻘쭘한 듯 조금 당황한 걸까? 못 믿어올 순 있겠지만.
Ooh, the piano here with him. Let's be friends, nothing more or less. Ooh. Let go of my greed. 그냥 적당한 사이 그 언저리에 남아 안부와 작은 심경 변화를 공유할 사람 정도의 역할을 내게 맡겨달란 거야 기다림에 자신 있거든 사람 일 모르잖아 못 믿어올 수 Ooh, the chimes, the transition in there.
이건 가벼운 감정은 아니야 우리 친구예요
Look at all those chimes again. And some sort of like keyboard or organ work that makes the song quite soulful with it. Just in the back there. Ooh. Oh, oh, this just the stomping here and clapping. Woo. Wow. So that was Buddy Buddy, and what can I say here? VI doesn't miss at all. I love already like how this is the conclude. I'm just gonna say it right away. How this like wraps up the album, and it's like, can't we just simply be friends? Can't we just be buddies? You know, nothing more, nothing less. Like, let's not be acquaintances. Can we just be friends? Let's not be, you know, in a committed or serious relationship. But why can't simply we just be friends and all? And wow, let's just be friends. And you know how the word just is like used quite heavily these days by pretty much most to all of us, and all, but this truly completes the half album so much. Um but before we dive into it again, I just want to say right away, it's like crazy to think, just from the start of this album to the very end, how cohesive everything has been. And you know how jokingly I was talking about Lover and on his, quote unquote girlfriend. He really touches upon different messages and different sides to life, and some of the songs being so real with it and relatable in some cases to us shouldn't say everyday people, because we all are living different lives and stuff, and different journeys. Yet we are, at the end of the day, do go through challenges and life struggles and stuff like that. But I want to listen to Buddy Buddy again because it's just that good, and then I'll actually further my ideas and thoughts and talk about my favorite tracks on this album to wrap things up. So let's just do that. Some sort of organ, some sort of keyboard work here for sure. I'm sorry about that. I practiced this word hundreds and thousands of times. Let's be friends. Just from the snapping to that piano work, I love how there's just some sort of like piano or keyboard work, or even organ work in here, different kinds of, keyboard, type works in this, and then just the percussion done in this, like everything. So right here, like, but I didn't want to burden you. Let's be friends. I say things I can't understand. Now, here's the thing. I feel like there's this whole misconception and all, like, if someone now these days, let's be real here, if I were to ask for your number, I most likely, from your perspective, will seem to come off and brush off in the wrong way. It's like, can I get your number because, I want to, get in a relationship with you and, go beyond a friendship and all of that. Like, most likely the response is going to be like, sorry, I'm in a relationship. Regardless if that person's like in a relationship or not, sorry, I have a boyfriend, girlfriend, yada yada yada. I'm saying, right? So that's what I'm feeling here. Like, he's saying right here, if you ask for my number, or if I ask for your number, if you ask for my number, etc., etc., vice versa, is it really rude? Like, maybe I just want to get to know you better, to become friends on a friendship level. And those chimes, woo, in the vocal work. Just the delivery, let's be friends, nothing more, nothing less, just that much, just that much. And yeah, just so good, just so good. If you ask me why, I just answer, I tried my best to be brave. I'll let go of my greed. I don't want a couple. It just stays in the right place. So of course there's loss in translation here of some sort. But I think this also tackles in a way apart. It's like, yeah, I gotta be real here, I shouldn't look beyond just friendships, I shouldn't just solely focus on like, hey, my relationship or next relationship or whatever. I should more so thinking about, I could be friends with this person, like, there's just some people out there, I'm pretty sure we can agree to that. Okay, like, honestly, like, they're always looking out for a relationship of some sort, right? But it's a matter of letting go of our greed. Like, so be it, you know. It's like, oh, you become friends. Maybe you can become more than friends after the matter of fact. But jumping to, you know, beyond friendship immediately right, the way is not realistic at all by any means. You might not be able to trust me. This isn't a light feeling. Every time with that nothing less, nothing more. Just truly serenading us. Even it's a part of your world. And I love how, again, like, I wouldn't say again, but this is done in a different way. Just the whole explosion of emotions going on with those chimes of some sort, and like, it's like, now we're on like this sort of sing-along kind of emotion, stomping and clapping. Wow, what a song, guys. Gotta wrap it up though, because, you know, some of you may know I like being thorough with these reviews, and if I want to point out something, I gotta point out something. But all in all, love how this album was beautifully done in a cohesive manner. This half album, I should say, similar to his album Waterfall, very cohesive with it. But this time around, touching different messages, different points that he presents, whether it's about being young, such as 19, being young, wanting to reminisce about the good it is reminiscing about the good times, and how I don't want to grow up, you know, I just want to still experience my youth and all and have fun and do whatever I want to such as alive, like I said, being constricted, but eventually breaking through and going beyond being trapped, being free, having that sense of freedom and all, to something like Lover, where it's like, hey, I'm gonna do anything with you, I'm gonna do anything for you, because our love is big, you know. My love is big for you, and your love is big for me, and it's a dangerous and hot love and all. Then you got something like Flame. Just man, oh man, those icy synths. Haters Gonna Hate, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang really stands out to me, and just how he goes in so hard in the paint with that song. And then you got the likes of Buddy Buddy, where, not gonna lie, it got me sort of nostalgic of like a song that I would hear from like Icon or even Winner, the matter of fact, actually. I'm not sure about you guys, but all in all, I do like Buddy Buddy because it touches the parts like nothing more, nothing less. Let's just be friends. I don't want to be, you know, let's not jump to a whole-on relationship. Let's not just be acquaintances or just know each other by a first name basis, but, you know, let's just be friends, you know. Let's try to make this work. Let's see where this goes and stuff like that. But if anything that I've learned from this Cosmos half album is that BI has grown a lot. He has grown heavily ever since the early pre-debut days, you know what I'm saying, into the hardships that he faced, into him coming through by himself and his label. We get more than of a showcase from him, all in all. Like, basically what we got was incredible rap, incredible vocal work, poetry at its finest, and storyteller BI throughout this album. And what I mean storytelling, like, think about it, like, realistically, it's Lover is not talking about an actual girlfriend that he has right now. Like, okay, sure, I don't even know if he has a girlfriend right now. And, like, we are not aware that he has a girlfriend right now or whatever. But it really storytells of, like, a very hot, passionate love, you know, and such as Bonnie and Clyde willing to do anything for each other to continue their love for each other, and all into storytelling like the one-sided love, right, with Nerd featuring Colde, which was such a beautiful song, between Colde's buttery vocals to BI's vocals as well. And then we got like good amount of hip hop in this with Alive and stuff, and good amount of rock influences across this album. But all in all, this is a masterpiece. Like, I gotta give this like easily 10 out of 10. How it's laid out, how cohesive it is with it, and I can't even imagine what he's gonna put out in the future. Like, I love how his freedom, he has this creative freedom to do whatever he wants in terms of whether it's calling out society, calling out these norms that shouldn't be norms. You know what I'm saying? Putting out messages in different sides that we'd never think that would come across and think about in our lives. And come through with, most importantly, relatable tracks that really help us in a consoling manner. So, if I were to rate things here, in terms of like my top favorite, I think that is difficult. Obviously Cosmos is still up there, but in terms of B-sides, I do love 19. And I even think like some of these B-sides could have been the title track too as well. I would really ultimately put Flame or Alive, because still to this day, like, that Cosmos Message film is still in my mind. I would put Flame, depending on, I think it would ultimately depend on the mood and day and like season and stuff, honestly. Those circumstances where I was like, what is my favorite track? Because I truly believe, I'm not sure about you guys, fellow IDs out there, that we don't have like one common favorite B-side. We have different ones, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can really guess or predict that there's no heavily like, oh, this is the favorite B-side, you know? Like, sure, maybe for you guys, but like as a common vote, as, you know, a common fandom, like as a whole, that loves ultimately like one is like the ultimate like stick out song, right? Because all of them are truly good in their own ways. So yeah, I would put Flame depending on the mood, but I really love Nerd featuring Colde. And I would put Lover there, and then 19 and Buddy, so on and so forth and all. Just the overall flow, like I said, how cohesive, the layout of this and all, and just how he been through a lot, been through a show, even different shows such as Show Me the Money and all. And yeah, I would say Nerd flame, truly up there for me with Lover and 19 and so on and so forth. But yeah, I think all in all, we can all agree that it is just great to hear and see and witness as a whole the freedom and leeway that BI has in terms of his creativity. So 10 out of 10, guys. What else can I say and all? And yeah, be sure to like, share, maybe subscribe, as it helps the channel so much. It just warms my heart connecting with fellow IDs in the comment section down below about BI and his half album called Cosmos. I can't wait and see what he's gonna put out in the new year of 2022. Am I right? Considering that he put out this back in last year, near the end of last year, like it was just like nothing. Here's new songs like just like that. I'm like, okay, you do you, VI, and he always continues to deliver, and we love to see it. We love to hear it. But as always, have a great day, have a good night, have a good afternoon, wherever you are. This has been Garrison, though. Stay tuned for more BI related content and reviews on my channel here, and peace.